Gunman opens fire at mosque in Christchurch, New Zealand.
Here's a summary of the article.
The street remains closed at 6:30 p.m. Meanwhile, armed offenders squad members entered Dunedin's Al-Huda Mosque, in the student quarter, just before 5 p.m. The mosque remains under armed guard as it was mentioned in a document written by one of the alleged gunmen. A statement on the school's website said students were being moved to the hall until the cordon lifted after 5 p.m. Children in mosque. A man, who would not give his name, said he was praying in the Deans Avenue Mosque when he heard the shooting start. South Island manager for Naki Labour Hire, Carl Pomari, was driving past the mosque when people suddenly started running from the building. Second shooting at Linwood Mosque. Farhan Fahiz was in the Linwood Mosque praying with about 100 others when the shooting started. The man started indiscriminate shooting from outside the mosque, first hitting several elderly people sitting on chairs. The former president of the Muslim Association of Canterbury, Muhammad Jama, said a man with a gun went into the Deans Avenue Mosque about 1:40 p.m. and started shooting all the people. Ashburton Mosque president Muhammad Diab said armed police closed down the mosque and nearby Jane Street about 2:30 p.m. on Friday.
This post received a score of 51,384, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
NZ Air here. This is completely incomprehensible. The world news may have desensitized some to mass shootings, but you need to know this has never happened in NZ. You have to go back 30 years to find the next worst shooting. My cousin is a cop in CHCH, hoping his night isn't too hard tonight. He started shift an hour ago. He normally has running races with graffiti vandals and takes truant kids back to school. Tonight probably the first time he sees a dead body.
The world knows this never happens in NZ, it's why it's such an enormous story. I hope your cousin stays safe tonight.
Police have also found a car bomb. From the Guardian live feed.
3 kilometers seems like a fair distance to travel on foot with weapons, munitions, and armor. Did it crash before or after the shooting?
He got back in his car and drove away.
It started in the main room. I was in the side room, so I didn't see who was shooting, but I saw that some people were running out to my room where I was in. I saw some people had blood on their body and some people were limping. It was at the moment I realized things were really serious. So I tried to get out and I pushed myself at the back where my car was, and from there I heard the shooting. It went on 6 minutes or more. I could hear screaming and crying. I saw some people drop dead, some people were running away. I was in a wheelchair, so I couldn't get anywhere. I saw the bullet shells on the floor, so many hundreds.
6 minutes of shooting is intense. What a traumatic experience for victims and survivors.
It was even longer. He kept returning and shooting into the piles of bodies laying about. At one point he shoots a girl on the street and proceeds to run over her dead body with his car.
Jesus Christ. This happened during Friday prayers, which is when mosques have the most people in them. Definitely planned for maximum casualties.
Well, the fact he live-streamed it and released it in sync with the news, and is still out on the run 2 hours from NZ forces means it's a very sophisticated operation.
He fucking live-streamed it.
Picture is circulating of police surrounding a suspect on the ground. It can be seen on the NZ Herald website. Same website as above states that dozens are feared dead. The report of a shooting at Christchurch Hospital appears to be false. The report of a second shooting at a separate mosque in the suburb of Linwood seems to be true, according to local news reports. New Zealand police say they believe there may be other offenders. Twitter, this is and will be one of New Zealand's darkest days. NZPM Jacinda Ardern Twitter sources and a couple of local news reports have a higher death toll than what is currently being reported, going to wait till a more legitimate news source comments on it. Twitter photo of police arresting the reported suspect.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.